Mr. William.
Good evening, everybody. My name is David Gutierrez. I'm with Golden West College from Huntington Beach, California. We are here to discuss the unethical use of palm oil in Girl Scout cookies. Basically, you guys are the board of directors that has called in a consultation firm, Golden West Consultants, to talk about the ethical issues behind it.
We are the board of directors of Girl Scout cookies?
Yes.
Girl Scouts of America.
Girl Scouts of
America.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hello, and thank you for having us back tonight. As we touched on last time, there are several issues which are inherent in the use of palm oil in the trademark of Girl Scouts, the Girl Scout cookies. First and foremost, we'd like to touch on the fact that the Girl Scout law states clearly that every Girl Scout will make the world a better place by using resources wisely. The bottom line is that the use of palm oil and the deforestation which it causes does not do this. It does not uphold this law. Deforestation tactics threaten biodiversity, which is a vital part of our ecosystem. It provides a strong ecosystem. Palm oil manufacturing endangers several species such as orangutans, Sumatran tigers, rhinos, and several others. The land is deforested by stripping and burning tactics, which pollutes the air around the forest by themselves. By burning the forest, it puts carbon dioxide into the air after taking away the natural filtration system of the trees themselves. Palm oil manufacturing and deforestation, which it causes, affects local communities by taking away the natural resources of those communities. It causes pollution, as I previously stated, through deforestation tactics, and it causes corruption within the local government through government officials being willing to turn the other cheek due to a large amount of profit being brought in by the palm oil industry. There are several laws set in place throughout Indonesia and the East Asia where the deforestation tactics which are being used on a daily basis are strictly forbidden. But since it is outside of the realm of the day-to-day public, and the only people that are really regulating it are not infallible since they are human beings, there is the chance and quite often occurrence of government officials and law enforcers being bought off by these companies. As I stated before, the Girl Scout law expressly states that the Girl Scouts of America's one of the main Girl Scouts of America's missions is to make the world a better place by using resources wisely. The bottom line is that by causing deforestation, which cannot be reversed by reforestation, since the trees which were already present within the forest have been there for hundreds of years, thousands of years, millions of years, that damage cannot be replaced by planting fresh new trees. They will need all of that time to regrow, and by then the damage will have already been done.
I'm going to just first say, tell you why it makes, for marketing wise, it makes sense to, at least for brand recognition, to change, and I'll go to the deeper ethical issues. First off, the Girl Scouts, I realize that you're using palm oil because it's currently the cheapest oil available for what you need. But the problem is that with the Girl Scout brand, people want to think of Girl Scouts, it's green, and if the media gets out to the media that the Girl Scouts are, at least in part, helping the rainforest be destroyed, then who's going to trust their daughters to go and sell cookies? If they're going to destroy the rainforest, that doesn't make sense. So just for your brand and just to get the profits, you want to go and move away from palm oil, and at least so you should have an effort of being green. And a deeper, more ethical problem with this is that really, the Girl Scouts, with their whole cookie campaign, they're running it like a business to go and maximize profits. The thing is, the Girl Scouts are more than just a business. They're like a service that Americans go and use to go and train their daughters with good values of stewardship and helping the environment and being sustainable. And really, the Girl Scouts are not basically, they're going to be the opposite of that at the moment. They're hiring companies to go or to give money to companies that destroy the rainforest just to maximize profits. And really, this is the biggest hypocrisy I've ever seen. It's like the Girl Scouts right now are fighting over their soul of, do they want to make money or do they want to do the right thing? And Girl Scouts are supposed to be about doing the right thing, like sisterhood and integrity. And right now, with its way they're using by palm oil, you have none of that.
Another thing that I'd like to touch on is the fact that we have found a usable, sustainable alternative, and that is high oleic canola oil. A few years ago, the Girl Scouts of America looked into replacing palm oil because of the deforestation that was caused by using it. The bakers that looked into regular canola oil and said that this was not a viable substitute because the shelf life was much shorter. High oleic canola oil solves that problem, is healthier than palm oil in and of itself because it's free of trans fats. And beyond that, the high oleic canola oil can be grown and harvested and produced within American borders, meaning that we bring jobs back into our borders. We make Girl Scouts of America American, and we take away the aspect of deforesting and destroying the planet. As stated before, the Girl Scout law expressly says that the Girl Scouts will do their best to use resources wisely and make the world a better place. This is a call to each and every Girl Scout and every single person associated with the Girl Scouts to be stewards of the earth, and deforestation goes against this aspect of the Girl Scouts of America's law in a direct manner. Even if these things are not inherently bad in and of themselves, which I think we can all agree that they are. Even if they are not inherently bad in and of themselves, the fact of the matter is that the public opinion of deforestation is that it is bad. And the public opinion is what affects your bottom line, is what affects not only what is coming in, but what is going out. How the public sees you is what is going to affect the business model of what the Girl Scouts of America is today.
And to touch on currently where the Girl Scouts are with this issue is it's been addressed before. There's been protests and boycotts of Girl Scout cookies, and they went to an outside source, to the Roundtable of Sustainable Palm Oil, which we have found to be actually more unethical than just keeping palm oil, honestly, because they're basically slapping a Band-Aid on it and saying it's sustainable when the RSPO, the Roundtable for Sustainable Palm Oil, is actually one of the grossest perpetrators of these illegal actions. One of their main supporters is a company called Cargill, and Cargill is one of the biggest contributors to deforestation.
Just a little side note. The Malaysian orangutan is scheduled to be extinct within 20 years, and most of our palm oil is from the Malaysian rainforest. Just think of how bad the marketing will be if the media gets out that the Girl Scouts killed the orangutan.
Returning back to, very quickly, how touching on or fixing the ethical issues behind deforestation can help fiscally. Between Greenpeace and PETA, there's about 6 million members between the two, and both of those organizations are boycotting anybody that uses palm oil through non-sustainable means. So 6 million people, let's say that half of them buy a box of cookies. That will bring in a total of $10.5 million extra in revenue, which will more than cover the cost of switching to a slightly more expensive alternative. Again, as my colleague said, the Girl Scouts don't want to kill the orangutans. That's not that's not what you guys are after. I think we can all agree here. What we are after, and what any business owner will tell you, is that if your business practices go blatantly against the values and the mission of your business, then you have nothing and you are absolutely not credible. The reason that little girls sign up for Girl Scouts is so that they can learn how to become honest and trustworthy and good young ladies. Once you uproot the integrity and the trustworthiness of a company that is meant to build up those qualities in a human being, those qualities go out the window and you have nothing.